for the Pennsbury Falcons. Evan Reichard on the pitch for them. He was not available the last time the Falcons were here on WBCB. That's him right there with the ball on his foot. Gets it over to Haig as the Falcons try to push it forward, but then the Bensalem Owls take possession and move it the other way. Pennsbury and Bensalem here, high school soccer on WBCB. That's Morrow with it on the far side of the field as the Falcons do work it forward. A lot of sunshine off the head of Evan Reichard. He tries to send it forward, and it's rejected by Bensalem. Back out close to the midfield circle. Now the Falcons again looking to explore that far side of the field, but rejected there. Medness will send it back, and they will reset.
Falcons doing a good job keeping it on Bensalem's side.
Tonray up the middle. Here's Josh Rodriguez with it. Rodriguez down to Morrow. Morrow, one of the goal scorers in the Falcons' victory as they took care of Council Rock earlier, and we had that game for you on WBCB.
So far, the Falcons have not lost yet at home. They had a hard-fought win over Council Rock. Their other game was a tie, and I'm sure they're not looking to lose at home today.
Bensalem sending it across here at midfield and right in front of us. It goes forward for DePinto, who has it in the corner, tries to send it out, but taken there by Pennsbury. And defensively, Reese Jones then is fouled. And I thought that was on Pennsbury. No, I thought that was on Bensalem. Pardon me, it's on Pennsbury. So big opportunity here for the Owls in the early going, just underway. Here's Hunter Shea, raises his hand, sends that one in towards Casey, and it's flipped up high, and a save made by the Pennsbury goalkeeper as he is tested here early.
First shot of the day by Bensalem. First blood, if you will.
I believe that was flicked towards the net by Kyle Maloney, who was down low there. Now the Falcons try to send it forward, but handball as Jaden Haig reached out his arm and made contact. High school soccer on WBCB. Bensalem visiting Pennsbury. That ball goes off of an Owl and out of bounds.
Bensalem ball. Let's look to see if they can get another shot off.
Yeah, I thought that was again off of an Owl, instead off of a Falcon. No, the contact there was whistled. Was talking to Coach Stoddard about the last game we had, John. I thought a lot of contact and the whistles were silent. Here we're seeing more contact being called, one that is flicked towards the net and will go over the goal line, and a goal kick coming up for Pennsbury. Another chance for Bensalem. They've had the first two early opportunities here today.
The officials on their end, they're probably aware of some of the calls that they might have missed in their last home game, so I think they're trying to watch out for that. Bensalem, if they can keep getting more shots off, though, this might be a game for Bensalem once again.
Today's game is being brought to you by friends and family of the Pennsbury soccer team. Again, more contact and another whistle. So it does seem like the officials are keeping a close watch on any pushing and shoving going on here.
We saw a very physical game last time. I don't think we're going to get the same game we got against Council Rock.
Pennsbury's Aiden Tonray sends that towards the Bensalem net, and it's headed back out by the Owls, now sent forward by Pennsbury. The Owls head that one towards the sideline. It's kept in there, and then Bensalem will clear. They get it out of trouble and on to Brian Gibson's foot. Now Gibson giving chase.
I didn't know if it was going to be a good idea for Bensalem to keep the ball in. I thought they might try to let it go out, but they left it in at the last second. Good job getting it to the other side of the field.
And Tonray right there crosses it over, and now taken by Medness, who sends it back. Pennsbury again exploring the right side of the field, the far side. Now they have it up to Reichard. Reichard moving forward, tries to get the shot off, and goes off of a defender and will be a Pennsbury corner. Kind of his main thing. And right now a corner opportunity sent right back out again by the Owls.
Trying to keep the ball away from the goal. Evan Reichard, I'm sure, is going to want to make a difference in this game, considering he missed their last one they faced.
This time it's a high corner off the head of Reichard and in on goal. Alihan Turkman has that one in his hands, his first opportunity with the ball as the wind picks up, and you can hear that here on our WBCB microphones. With you today from Pennsbury High School.
Tell you what, it looks very nice out here, but the sun is out really hard. I'm sure it's messing with somebody's vision out here. I know it's working on me. So I'm sure at some point somebody might have a hard time seeing.
Yeah, we tried to get that camera elevated a little bit more, but it means John's looking right up into the sun, which is no good. Now an opportunity for the Bensalem Owls, shot and score.
Quick goal.
Bensalem.
Quick goal for the Bensalem.
Coming into today's game.
Falcons are going to have to play just as good if they want to catch up.
Falcons need to try to respond here. Haig taking off the ball. Pennsbury maintaining possession. That's crossed and then headed right back out again by Bensalem. Now they will send it up the right side. Trevor Hart back to retrieve it for the Pennsbury Falcons. Now Medness works it up, tries to explore the middle of the field, but the Owls take it away. Nifty move. Little two-man game in front of us there from Hunter Shea and Brendan Callahan. A push called contact as Jeremy DePinto is spilled here to the pitch.
It almost seems like the Owls are trying to make the Falcons chase the ball. They're passing it to each other back and forth. Falcons are over here chasing them. It almost seems like they're trying to control the tempo at this moment.
Hunter Shea has it set up, raises his hand, nice high kick. Bounces off a couple of Falcon defenders and out of danger for a moment, then kicked high into the air by Josh Rodriguez, and now the two teams battle for possession. Morrow is there, sends it back, and then the Falcons send it high and forward, but it ultimately goes out of bounds. Last touched by the Falcons.
Last time the ball was out on the Falcon side of the field, Bensalem was able to get a shot off.
That's a big weapon there. A nice high throw in that will ultimately bounce all the way to Michael Casey. He'll pick it up and outlet it quickly as he gets the ball to Haig. Haig now up to midfield. That's Reese Jones. Jones, his pass goes out of bounds. Another throw in, and the Owls now with it. Hunter Shea. His pass a little bit too far for his partner. Pennsbury has it for a moment, but taken right back again by Brendan Callahan. Nice ball as Callahan sends it right down the sideline. Hanging with it there is DePinto. DePinto working through a couple of defenders.
DePinto was really looking to get a shot off there, but Pennsbury defense was right there.
Back to retrieve it, Matthew Core. Now here's Shea. Shea tries to send it forward. Nice job defensively. The head ball takes away an opportunity for Bensalem. Shea, little give and go. Too many Falcons there, and they take him off the ball.
Bensalem is doing a good job of keeping the pressure on, though. They've already got a goal out of this.
Here's Core. Core trying to cross it, and it goes off of the knee of Medness. This becomes kind of a set opportunity here for Bensalem down low. Nice high cross off of a head of an Owl, and Michael Casey again with the save, his third of the afternoon. And now they send it forward. Here's Evan Reichard. Reichard battling with the defender. That's Shea. Reichard and Shea one-on-one. Reichard gets it past him, but can't control the ball. And Bensalem negates that chance.
Michael Casey has been able to get the ball to different defenders as he's been doing all afternoon. That was the second time he threw it real quick. I think he could feel the pressure of the Owls right on top of him.
Falcons trying to take advantage of a little possession game with those quick outlets from Casey. Owls, though, have been the team with the sustained pressure so far. They get that one forward, cross it in front, looking for DePinto. And DePinto couldn't quite get a foot on it. That could have been another chance at the net. Instead, it's going to be a corner kick. Pennsbury had to send that one out of play.
The sustained pressure is going to matter. If the Bensalem Owls can keep this up, they may have this game in the bag.
Here comes senior Hunter Shea for Bensalem this year. All of their goals have been scored by juniors, but they've all been set up by seniors. And here's Shea, sends it towards the net, and a nice job. Michael Casey goes up high to pull that one down, and now he'll punt this one deep, and looks like it's going to come out of bounds near us. Nope, Haig is there.
I think the wind deflected that one.
Jaden Haig gets it forward to Rodriguez. Rodriguez, his progress is stopped, and he'll send it back. Now forward here towards the sideline to Haig. Haig played defensively there by Brandon Callahan. Falcons get it right back in.
Right back to Haig, trying to make moves around defenders.
Haig with it, he stepped on the ball, and it squirts away from his possession and last touched by him, so Falcons with the throw-in. And the Falcons will send Daniel Patton and Danny Siegler onto the field for Medness. And also Zach Summer will get a quick breather. First half, Bensalem on top of Pennsbury, 1-0. Callahan tries to clear it out of play, and it's going to end up being a goal kick for Bensalem. Haig thought that it was last touched by Callahan, but official says no, it's Bensalem's opportunity to kick it away. Checking in for the Owls is Matt Ebner.
This is the first time the Falcons have had a little bit of sustained pressure. They could have used it. Unfortunately, they were the ones who last touched the ball, so they get the goal kick instead.
This one is flicked forward. Trevor Hart battling for Pennsbury, and he gets it forward. Now the Falcons with room, and they'll bring it all the way up that far sideline. But one of those Owls got a foot on it, sends it out of bounds. That was Eric Morrow, who was streaking down the sideline there for Pennsbury. Morrow again with it, trying to work around a defender.
Another push gets called.
Falcons with a free kick here right around midfield. Send it high into the air, off a couple of heads, and now Pennsbury with it on the foot there of Daniel Patton, and then Patton sends it forward. Offsides is called.
Patton trying to get a little bit of pressure of his own.
Alihan Turkman, goalkeeper for Bensalem. A low kick off the foot of Reichard. He had it momentarily. Now here's Shea. Beautiful ball. He'll send that one forward, down low, trying to cross that for the Owls, but they can't get it done. Now trying to walk it in. But again, it's Pennsbury there to send it out of danger. Up the field, here's Jaden Haig.
Good pass by Shea, able to momentarily try to get the ball close to the goal. Unfortunately for them, Pennsbury defense was right there on top of it.
Now Pennsbury working with it down low. Morrow, though, he was taken off his feet. No whistle there. The ball ricochets around and goes out of bounds. Last off of Bensalem.
You mentioned to me a couple games ago, the Pennsbury coach tells these guys to play like their hair's on fire. You could see the urgency definitely in the Pennsbury defense.
Nice high shot from a ways out, but it's in on Turkman. He's ready for it. Plays it cleanly, and now he'll let it go with a punt.
Good kick by Turkman. Ball went 3/4 down the field.
Probably aided a bit by the wind today, John. We are getting a bit of a breeze, and it's blowing.
Blowing perfectly for Turkman, for sure.
Yeah, from right to left.
It's helping Turkman. It's causing Michael Casey to struggle a little bit.
They send it forward. Here's Haig. Tries to go around the Owls, but is taken off the ball. Now working with it, Ebner. Bounces out of bounds. Morrow, will head out for a quick breather.
Haig tried to kick the ball to another Pennsbury offensive man. Ball's now out, though.
Yeah, and then that was Snedeker, who just comes off the bench and provides them with a little bit of energy. Steady breeze blowing, a lot of sunshine on this Thursday afternoon. High school soccer here on WBCB. As the play just in front of us goes out of bounds off of the Owls.
The sunshine and the wind are a lot of in the Pennsbury Owls field of play. So I do think it might make a difference in this game.
Yeah, and going the way that things are going right now, the way the wind is blowing, it favors Bensalem. Pennsbury working against the wind this direction of the field.
Sunshine as well.
Bensalem going with the breeze. Played here by John Groves in front of us. Now Pennsbury taking over. Tonray up the field. Here's Rodriguez. Nice patient possession as the Falcons get it over to Trevor Hart. Now they'll try the far side of the field. It seems like where they've had more success moving the ball up that far sideline this afternoon. That time Bensalem is there, had numbers, and now Pennsbury will explore here the near sideline. Back out it goes again, played by Daniel Patton. Back to Hart. Pennsbury, they've held the ball, and now they do finally get it forward.
The sustained pressure is going to matter, though. The team with more sustained pressure, I think, is going to make the difference in this game.
And a late tackle right there draws a whistle and an injured player as Damian Kashrua. He was a big part of their win when we last had them with us on WBCB. Welcome back to Pennsbury High School. Bensalem up 1-0. Pennsbury with a chance here. They cross it out, but headed out of danger by the Owls. Nice clear. And now sent forward. The Falcons with a couple of good head balls to get that back up to midfield. Josh Rodriguez now working with it. He's taken off the ball. Today's game being brought to you by friends and family of the Pennsbury boys soccer team. Great to have you with us today on WBCB. Thanks also to Hughes Automotive and McCaffrey's Supermarkets. 1-0 our score. Bensalem on top. Falcons working with it just in front of us. Alvin Wang knocks down Callahan. And Bensalem will get the kick.
Another push call.
Lone goal of the afternoon from Tom Kimmel. Long throw in for the Owls. Good job by both those players to just keep moving forward. Nikita Schaefer there for the Owls. And that's an offside called as the Owls were behind the defense.
Nikita Schaefer tried to keep the ball on Pennsbury's side with that kick.
Tonray over to Hart. Now D to D pass. Pennsbury with numbers, but good job to break up that action by Kyle Maloney. And Maloney now wins his team a throw-in. Bensalem trying to push some numbers up the field. And
that's what they've been doing for a lot of this game.
Long throw-in, ricochets off a couple of heads. Tonray will send that one out of danger, but it's a corner kick coming up. These set plays, it's Hunter Shea, their senior leader, who will come in and take this corner kick. Sends it high up there. Cassie has it go off of his hands, and then he's able to secure it as he falls down to the field.
That's another senior over on the Bensalem Owls trying to set up another goal. Unfortunately, that time, Casey was right there on top of it ready. Good save by Casey.
Pennsbury clears. Now here's Bensalem throwing it in, trying to create a little more opportunities for themselves. They've had the lion's share of chances. Now here's Pennsbury. Nice pass to trying to get it over to Alvin Wang.
Pennsbury with a couple of numbers at first when they got on Bensalem's side of the ball.
Wang sends it forward to Snedeker. Snedeker trying to cross that in front, but nobody home for the Falcons. Cleared out, or at least it looked like it was cleared out. Now Haig maybe with a chance, but he couldn't get a foot on it, and the Owls do clear.
Owls right where they needed to be when they needed to be there.
All the way to midfield, and now that is whistled as Colin Mayo got behind the defense and is called for the offside. So Pennsbury will put it back in play. Not great right there as they send Tonray all the way back to his sideline. It's a good move there as he sends it to his defensive partner. And here's Hart again. Shoots it forward up to Jaden Haig. Haig tries to turn on the speed. Defensively there is John Groves for the Owls, and now Haig continues to fight. Gets it down low and tries to bring it out in front. Shoots, and it's wide. Great individual effort there by Jaden Haig.
Good job by Haig. He worked through pretty much the entire Pennsbury defense on that one.
And now Pennsbury with a corner kick. Alvin Wang, a low liner, and it's lifted over the net.
Low liner tried to set up the shot. Unfortunately, just a little high. Almost tied up the game, I think.
Yeah, good chance there. It looked like, I think that was Danny Siegler who got a foot on it, but lifted it a little bit high, so goal kick here for the Owls.
Nice kick.
Nice leg there by Alihan Turkman. All right, back to action. Apologize for a little technical glitch. Back with you here at Pennsbury. Bensalem on top. Eric Morrow trying to flick that one forward. Now he's got it back. Working against a couple of Owl defenders, and then a late tackle. We already saw one injury.
never want to see that. That was unfortunate to see. Hopefully we can get through the rest of this game. We're seeing a competitive game so far. Ball's been going back and forth.
Setting it down here is Eric Morrow. And from this spot, I mean, with the wind, it's possible you can send kind of a knuckleball in towards the net.
Definitely a good spot for Morrow to kick from.
One Owl's getting moved back, and now they say, no, that's pretty good position. Morrow gets into it, but flicked out of danger by Bensalem. Morrow gets it back, and as they battle for it, this time it's Morrow who's whistled for the push.
A lot of Falcons were right there trying to battle for the ball to get a goal of their own. Unfortunately, it just got kicked to a Pennsbury defender before Falcons could do anything about it.
Falcons looking for that even-up goal.
Falcons have been doing a little bit better getting pressure as the game's going on.
They flick it forward. Alvin Wang there defensively for Pennsbury. Out of danger momentarily, but Bensalem still with it, but not for long. Here's Eric Morrow. Morrow trying to take it around a defender himself. Nifty play there, but it's flicked out of bounds off the foot of Kyle Maloney. Pennsbury gets it into Medness. Hart back to Medness, back to Tonray.
Pennsbury guys passing it along to each other.
Tonray up high, looking for Colin Plunkett. Plunkett couldn't quite play it off his head, and now Bensalem with it at midfield, inside the circle.
Ball back with Pennsbury for the moment, though.
Too many Falcons there for the Owls. Nifty move there. And they try to get it up to DePinto, but DePinto offsides. Want to say thanks for over 45 years to Hughes Auto Service for helping us out with today's game. Today's game also being brought to you by friends and family of the Pennsbury boys soccer team. This is the McCaffrey's game of the day on WBCB. Bensalem on top 1-0. Falcons looking for some revenge from earlier this season. The Owls were able to come from behind and get a double overtime victory and have jumped out to a 1-0 lead here in this one. Falcons spill one of the Owls to the pitch.
Bensalem got a lot of pressure early on in the game. Ever since the goal, though, it's been a lot more back and forth for most of this.
The guy who got knocked down was the goal scorer today, and now it's going to be Hunter Shea who gets it over to Callahan. Brendan Callahan trying to work it around Siegler. Pennsbury, they do get it down low, but a little bit out of control, and it's going to go off the foot of Snedeker. Be a throw-in for Bensalem. Chris Irmer with John Brecco and Lee Berman. Great to have these guys with us today. John always doing good work behind the camera and helping us out with the call of the game, and Lee Berman has become a big part of our fall athletics action on WBCB. Alvin Wang, he was about to try a quick throw-in, but the Falcons want to get a couple of guys into the game. Reese Jones will re-enter along with Josh Rodriguez.
I'll tell you this, though. The sun has not been my friend in this game. The ball even got kicked to me, and I got to show you the little bit of soccer skill I had kicking it into the camera.
Yeah, very little bit. No, it is tough. I'll say the sun was in your eyes, John.
It has been in my eyes for a lot of this game, so I do have an excuse.
Seeger tries to get it into Snedeker. It goes off of Snedeker, out of play, and last off of Bensalem, so a corner chance. Pennsbury's Eric Morrow comes to take the kick. Looking maybe for Alvin Wang. Goes all the way across off a head and then ricochets off a defender and out of danger. Ooh, that might have been ticketed for the back of the net. A great opportunity for Pennsbury.
Pennsbury and Bensalem literally going head-to-head right there.
Yeah, we got head-to-head action on WBCB.
Mm-hmm.
Great to have you with us today, Thursday afternoon. Beautiful day. Little cloud cover, bit of a breeze. And Pennsbury gets knocked down. Falcons looking, that could have been a potential penalty kick, but no whistle.
I think that's the first time we haven't seen a push get called all game.
Wang down to Snedeker. Snedeker trying to work around Callahan. And then it's off the foot of DePinto of Bensalem. Evan Reichard back on for Pennsbury, along with Zach Summer. Falcons trailing it 1-0. Alvin Wang will throw it in, looking for Reichard. Flicked forward, but a little bit too much on that. I don't think they're going to be able to stop that now. It's going to go out of play. Not a bad idea there by Haig, but just a little bit too much on that kick. So a goal kick now for Bensalem.
Ali Turkman's been showing he has a good leg. Let's see how far he can get this one, especially with the wind.
Chris Russo onto the field for Bensalem.
Another kick past midfield.
Nice foot again. Bensalem going with the wind. Pennsbury right now playing against the wind. That will switch, obviously, once we reach halftime. Here's Hunter Shea for the Owls. To midfield, inside the circle.
Pennsbury's been able to get pressure for a little bit, though. Let's see how they do in the second half. Not to jump the gun on that.
Summer gets it forward up to Evan Reichard. Looked like it went out of bounds. Last touched by Bensalem, it was. So Reichard will throw it in. Gets that one right in on net, and the shot goes wide. Alihan Turkman was out. He saw that Pennsbury had an opportunity there, and they just couldn't get it on net. The net was open, but Pennsbury continues to be scoreless here, and now Bensalem, not what Brendan Callahan wanted to do. He'll send that one out of bounds.
Good job sending that out of bounds, giving time for the defenders to get over on this side.
Alvin Wang throws it in to Haig. Haig trying to work that line. Crosses it out in front. Here's Reichard. Reichard tries to get the shot off, but he can't quite get the toe into it, and it goes out of play once again.
You can tell the Falcons are trying to get another goal before the first half ends.
And you feel the difference that Evan Reichard makes as he stepped on there. He almost had that chance right there. Sent out in front again off a couple of Bensalem Owls. Over to get it is Alvin Wang. Crossed in front again. Headed in, ooh, just wide. I thought that was on net, but it's wide off the head of Medness.
I thought that was all saved if it was on net.
No, you're right. From this angle, it looked like it was 1-1, but it goes wide. Goal kick for the Owls. It stays 1-0. Another nice Alihan Turkman kick sends it all the way back towards Michael Casey. Casey will roll that up to Trevor Hart. Pennsbury looking to maintain possession, but they can't do it for long. Here's DePinto. DePinto has it poked away by Wang. And DePinto for the Owls will put it back in play.
Michael Casey has had some of the best passes in this game, trying to get it to the defenders so they can get it to the other side of the field.
Crossed in front, but not able to really stay on balance. Bensalem couldn't get the shot off. Goes out of bounds on the far side of the field. Pennsbury will give Bensalem the throw in. Contact there. Bensalem called for a push. A lot of traffic down there, John. Not sure who that was called on, but Michael Casey will put a foot into it. We have right around 4 minutes left in this first half of play.
Nice kick by Casey against the wind, no less.
Maloney over to Shea. Hunter Shea, a little too much on that one. Maybe trying to go for a ball to DePinto, but ends up being a goal kick for Pennsbury. Casey kicking into the wind, and it hangs up there.
Definitely got pushed back from the wind.
Played by Alvin Wang here towards midfield. Two teams exchange possessions. Now it's Hunter Shea with it for the Owls. He'll send it back to Callahan. Through to John Groves. Groves up the field. Great chance here for the Owls, chipping it. But it goes wide.
Thought he had the shot. Unfortunately, just a little bit off.
It went way off the side of his foot. Couldn't really direct that at all towards goal. Pennsbury had some sustained pressure, but the last couple of chances were both pretty good ones for Bensalem. They already are up 1-0 here this afternoon as we are getting to the last few minutes of the first half of play.
I think the refs have been letting these guys get a little bit more physical as this game's gone on, just a bit.
Great Suburban 1 League high school soccer action. Kind of crazy. Every game a little bit more significant with a condensed season. Falcons looking to stay unbeaten here on their home floor. Haig scores! Jaden Haig flicks that one just over Alihan Turkman, and we are tied up at 1.
Good effort by Alihan Turkman trying to get the save. Unfortunately, it was just too far, right at the 2-minute mark.
As us even. And here at Pennsbury, once they get down to the 2-minute mark, the officials, they'll just keep time on the field. So we have to count on Lee Berman to give us some idea of what might be left. But I guess probably better off just to wait till the official whistle.
We've got around 2 minutes, so definitely a clutch goal from Jaden Haig. It's exactly what Pennsbury needed.
Hunter Shea settles it down momentarily. Now Haig takes it for Pennsbury. Haig trying to get it up the field. I think he was looking for Summer.
Haig was looking to help extend the lead. If they could get two quick goals, that would definitely cause a shift in momentum.
Good job there by Turkman to come out of the net and high point that. Bensalem now with possession. Nice little flick there by Hunter Shea. Over to Callahan. Callahan here working with DePinto on this sideline. Alvin Wang rejects it, then Callahan sends it back towards midfield. Offsides called as Bensalem behind the Pennsbury D. We've seen that a few times here today.
About 1 minute left in this half.
Here's Evan Reichard. Reichard dropping it to Rodriguez. Rodriguez trying to get it over to Haig, but didn't quite have the angle right in front of us. Alvin Wang and DePinto battling for it, and a ricochet is out of play. Soccer coverage on WBCB, the Bensalem Owls with the first possession here of the second half. And they had the first goal of the day. Pennsbury evening it up off the foot of Jaden Haig, and that's where we are at 1-1.
I do want to see how good the Pennsbury Owls do working against the wind. Pennsbury Falcons had some trouble in the beginning, but they were able to tie the game up. Let's see how the Owls do to start off.
Here's Eric Morrow. Morrow trying to cross it, but a pass stolen away and taken by Bensalem.
Almost seems
up to Hunter Shea trying to get it up the middle of the field.
Almost seems like the Falcons have sped up with the wind just a little bit. Falcons trying to get some pressure early.
Yeah, when you're going with the wind, maybe you can fire off some shots from a little bit of a greater distance. Bensalem, though, behind the defense, offsides again. And that was Kyle Maloney. Trevor Hart puts a foot into it. Up the field to Haig. Jaden Haig taking off the ball, and I think that one went out of bounds. It did, and Colby Goldschmidt over there to throw it in for Pennsbury. Rodriguez back to Goldschmidt. Crosses it over. Here's Medness. Falcons have had some times where they've had long possessions.
Falcons have
a push there by Bensalem.
You can tell the Falcons are trying to get the pressure on. Right now they have the ball on this side, but Bensalem is doing a good job so far at holding them back.
Bensalem sends it back. Bicycle kick sends it out of danger by Chris Russo. Now Russo again sends it up the field.
Ball got kicked right over to Russo so he could do that.
A tap there from Kimmel that goes out of play. Pennsbury with it down low. They need to get that across in front of the goal. Instead, it's going to go out of play over the goal line. And a goal kick for Bensalem. (1-1). Tom Kimmel scoring for Bensalem. Jaden Haig for Pennsbury. Just a few minutes into the second half on a beautiful Thursday afternoon.
You could see the wind. Ali Turkman not getting the ball nearly as far.
Nice tap. Pennsbury getting it up to Evan Reichard. Reichard keeps it in play, but he can't make a play on it. Now Eric Morrow. Morrow over to Summer. Guys chipping it back and forth, and the Owls send it out of danger. Summer back in play to Medness. Medness chipping it forward, looking for Eric Morrow. Morrow is there. Opportunity to cross, but he can't control, and it's cleared by Bensalem. Up to Trevor Hart. Hart does a good job standing his ground. But ultimately, Bensalem is going to flick it forward, and it goes out of play. Throw in here for Pennsbury, Zach Summer.
Morrow and Hart both had the ball for a second. Just couldn't get the ball where they needed to be.
Evan Reichert flicks it up the field to Eric Morrow. And Morrow can't control it, goes out of bounds, and it's Bensalem's opportunity to put it in play. And they send it far up the field. Goes out of bounds again, and Pennsbury will exchange the favor.
Reichard with another throw in. I'll tell you this, I know Evan Reichard would love to be the difference in this game, would love to get a goal of his own, considering that he was sitting out last time.
Wind's picking up, and as the sun is behind some clouds, it's a little bit chilly here. Sent forward by Johnny Groves of the Owls. Falcons reject it. Nice little touch there by Evan Reichert to Morrow. Back to Reichert. Reichert walking in on the goal, but taken off the play. Nice job there. I think that was Kyle Maloney behind the defense, and now he comes streaking forward, but that corner kick a little bit too high and over the head.
Falcons trying to pass the ball back and forth.
Rodriguez flicks it over. Pennsbury gets it out in front, rejected again. This time Matthew Core will clear. Ball bouncing high in front of us. Summer battling there with Kimmel. And it's Hunter Shea who will take it for the Owls. Tries to shoot it forward. Pennsbury rejects that pass. Flit forward. Evan Reichard with the speed. Looked like he might have been able to get to it first, but he was beaten to the ball. Owls with the angle there. Hunter Shea with the push on Haig. And so Pennsbury with a free kick opportunity. And so they're going to move some numbers up. Try to get some guys in front of the net.
Pennsbury's been able to keep the pressure on for most of the second half. They'd love to get a goal here to finally take the lead.
And Reichard, one thing he has as an advantage is some height. So if they can get it on his head, sometimes he can get to some balls that other guys can't. Instead, here's Maloney. Maloney trying to get it forward. Ricochets it off of Trevor Hart, racing for it before it goes out of bounds, but it does go out of play.
Maloney tried to keep it going, just couldn't get to the ball in time.
Rodriguez flips it over to Summer. Summer up to Evan Reichard, who gives it right back to his teammate. Nice job by Kevin Maloney to disrupt things. Flicked by Chris Russo. Here's Summer over to Reichard.
Reichard through a defender.
Reichard with some good handle right there. The shot is in, off the net and in. It went from one end to the other and finally in net.
I thought he was going to miss it for just a second when I saw it go off, but he had just enough on it to keep it in goal, and it bounced off the other side.
I believe that again was number 14, Jaden Haig. It was Jaden Haig again with 2 goals, and I believe he may have gotten a yellow card right there. After the goal, he put his finger up to his lips, and I think that was considered a taunt. And Coach Stoddard not happy about that because he's not able to get a guy on. Coach Stoddard looking to get another guy on.
And he does.
And he finally wins his argument. The one official not realizing that the other official had issued a yellow card to Jaden Haig, who scored his second goal, but then after the goal, kind of put his fingers to his lips to silence whatever criticism or whatever noise he was hearing from Bensalem. And that drew the yellow card, so Haig had to come off the field. But Pennsbury able to get another man onto the pitch, and that's what Coach Stoddard was upset about, that he wasn't able to put a substitute on.
Finally got that across to the official. Took a little bit to get the confusion straight, but he finally did.
And right now, Hunter Shea is lining up a dangerous free kick for Bensalem. And now Stoddard calling for them to bring it back to the tap because of the confusion, because he wasn't able to get the right players on. He's saying that this whole series should be negated and they bring it back to the beginning of this scenario. But instead, the kick is taken by Bensalem, cleared by Pennsbury, and sent out of play.
He was able to get the substitution, but they did not bring it back.
I mean, that's a good point. You know, you call the yellow card after the goal. They start play, but they start play without the right number of players on the pitch for Pennsbury.
Yeah, you got to question the refs on that one. I think Coach Stoddard's perfectly in the right for that.
You know, one thing that Pennsbury's going to place the ball down right now. Got a half-minute plus of high school soccer action remaining here in regulation this afternoon. Pennsbury and Bensalem even up at 1 apiece. Excuse me, 2-1 for Pennsbury. I'm forgetting about that Jaden Haig goal.
The second one.
Falcons looking to stay unbeaten here on their home field and to get to 500 for their record this season. Summer now moves it up to Eric Morrow. Eric tries to flick it right back to him. Pass a little bit off the mark, but Pennsbury maintaining possession. It's going to go off of Summer. And Bensalem will put it in play. In front of us, Chris Russo working with it. Now Trevor Hart takes it away. Hart up to Morrow.
Morrow trying to get around a defender.
And Morrow, a little too much on that touch as it goes over the goal line. And it's a Bensalem goal kick.
There was a bit of pushing against Morrow. I don't think enough to get the call. But Morrow was not able to get the ball out from going out.
Evan Reichard now with it. Tries to flick it towards midfield. Falcons with 2 unanswered goals this afternoon.
Bensalem got out to a lead early. Now they're the ones who have to play catch up.
Flick forward, taken there by Tonray for Pennsbury. Whistle, a little too much physical play by Seeger. So usually this is Hunter Shea who's been doing their free kicks. Instead, it looks like they're trying to get more guys forward. And they'll flick it, little short one over to Hunter Shea, and now send this one towards the goal. Off ahead, goes high into the air, and taken by Michael Casey. Casey, when you're kicking with the wind, you can really send it a ways down the field, and this one will bounce all the way in.
All the way to Ali Turkman.
Alihan Turkman.
You can see the shoe's been on the other foot with the kicks now.
Morrow trying to knife his way in there. Defensive play there by Michael Core to keep him away from the ball. Sent up the field. Great chance here for Bensalem and saved by Michael Cassie.
Good job, he was right on top of it.
Core got it upfield to Chris Russo, and Russo had a point-blank opportunity, but Cassie there up to the challenge. Another long punt that bounces all the way down. Evan Reichert will put a head onto this one, tries to direct it towards the net. Instead, it's played by Alihan Turkman.
Something I've noticed both goalkeepers have had to do when working against the wind, they have to pass it to different guys when they throw it. They're not able to kick it as freely. When they're working with it, they're able to kick the ball very far, and it's hard for the person on the opposite side to get field position properly.
Tonray up the field. Seeger giving chase for Pennsbury. Turkman plays that with a foot. Some contact there. Bensalem was thinking maybe there should be a whistle. Brendan Callahan for Bensalem battling for possession. Pennsbury comes away with it.
Right now the ball's going back and forth between both teams.
Here's Hunter Shea. He'll try to settle things down for the Owls. Gets it up to midfield. Gets it back, played by Josh Rodriguez. And the Falcons take over. Reese Jones tries to get it up to Reichert. Off of Reichert. Bensalem had a bunch of guys there, but not able to share the ball, and now Alihan Turkman will come out of the net. Eric Morrow is there for Pennsbury to make things difficult for him.
Alihan Turkman doing a good job getting the ball, though. Coming out the goal again.
Again, Pennsbury sends it forward. Turkman this time rolls it out to one of his teammates. Probably a better strategy when the wind is against you. Yeah, on the other end for Casey, I love when he can put a big punt into it. If that ball is bouncing, you can get it. Maybe an opportunity for Reichard. Reichard now to Morrow. Morrow gets the shot off, but it goes wide.
Casey did the same thing when the wind was working against him.
Sending this one out near midfield. Kimmel upfield.
Getting the ball to Casey. Good job right there.
Taken by Siegler. Battling for it there was Snedeker, who's back out for Pennsbury.
Little back and forth once again.
Ball batted around. Yeah, here's Tonray with it. He'll hold it on his foot, get it to one of his teammates, and now Pennsbury will look here to the near side of the field. Here is Siegler. Gets it up to Summer. Summer with Snedeker. He'll cross it over. Alex Rodriguez gives chase. Rodriguez there, he gets it over to Goldschmidt. Goldschmidt with a nice cross out in front off the hands of Alihan Turkman, and then he'll pull it down and flick it out to his teammate.
Good save by Alihan Turkman, getting the up in the air for that one.
Bensalem's Kyle Maloney brings it out up to about midfield, and now they'll send it forward to their goal scorer, Tom Kimmel. Kimmel, though, gets it stolen away, and here's Rodriguez. Goes out of bounds. On for Pennsbury comes Plunkett and Ebrick. And Colin Mio onto the field for Bensalem. Josh Rodriguez and Reese Jones will get a breather for Pennsbury. And coming off for the Owls is Jeremy DePinto.
Pennsbury's made a lot of substitutions in the last couple of minutes and may make a difference.
22 minutes plus here of high school soccer left. Falcons have taken a 2-1 lead. It comes in on Michael Cassie. Cassie comes out of the net, makes contact, and whistle blows for the foul. I think this may be a PK coming up and another injured player. Earlier, it was one of the Pennsbury Falcons. This time, one of the Owls. And fortunately, we see, I believe that's Bensalem's Chris Russo down there who gets back onto his feet.
Fortunately, able to get to his feet. You never want to see a guy that can't get back up.
So because of the interference on the goaltender, great chance here for the Bensalem Owls to get even at 2 with the penalty kick. Hunter Shea will take the kick. Michael Cassie in net for Pennsbury.
Bensalem, who originally got out in front, would love to catch back up and even this game at 2.
Cassie called for the interference coming out of the net. And yeah, it was Chris Russo who got shaken up, and still see him coming off a little gingerly.
Maybe one of those instances where he might just need to sit down for a little bit.
Hunter Shea will be given the opportunity to set the ball up himself. He sets it down. Gets the whistle. Cassie ready to go. And the goal is scored by Hunter Shea on the penalty kick to tie us up at 2-2. Goals from Hunter Shea and Tom Kimmel for Bensalem. 2 scores today from Jaden Haig for Pennsbury, and it's 2-2. You want your goaltender to be aggressive, but that time the aggressive play from Michael Cassie resulting in a penalty kick. And a nice job on that PK by Hunter Shea.
Put it exactly where it needed to be, right high up into the goal.
Here's Kimmel looking, kind of fighting for space right there, and a little physical play, but he forgot the ball. Now here's Colin Mayo with it. Well, that's got to give a burst of momentum and energy here to this Bensalem team. John, as you mentioned, they had an early goal, offside called on Pennsbury.
Alihan Turkman there to kick the ball in. Pennsbury tried to get some pressure right after the goal.
Bensalem with that early goal, then Pennsbury with 2, and Owls evening it up with the PK just moments ago.
Just let it go out.
Last off of Pennsbury, and here is Kyle Maloney. Maloney sends it forward. Here's Trevor Hart. Hart will send it out in front, kind of a dangerous pass, and then cleared by Trevor Hart.
Risky pass, but it paid off.
And Hart was spilled at the end of that play, and a yellow card is issued to Colin Mayo.
Maloney tried to get on top of the ball before the dangerous pass was made. Unable to do it, so the pass gets made and the ball gets cleared.
And now a red card issued on Mayo. Obviously said too much to the official, or so now Pennsbury will have the advantage for the rest of this afternoon's contest.
That could be the difference maker, unfortunately, for the Owls. A couple of Pennsbury Falcons waiting to get in.
So a big turn of events, a penalty kick moments ago. Trying to streak someone forward. Summer now with it. And Bensalem will clear out of play. It's going to be Jaden Haig over to take the corner kick. Falcons playing with a player advantage, headed but over the net off of Evan Reichard, but he couldn't direct that one into the goal mouth. Goal kick here for Bensalem in a 2-2 game. Well, we've seen some goals. The first high school soccer game on WBCB, we had some technical issues. Ultimately, we got things going without a play-by-play, but it was a 0-0 game. All right, so that's, nobody even scoring. Then we saw 6 goals in that Council Rock game. 4-2 was the final score. Pennsbury getting the win. And here today, 4 goals between Bensalem and Pennsbury already. So we've seen some offense.
10 goals in the last 2 games. Pennsbury's been able to get their offense going from that first home game.
Ball out of bounds. Pennsbury walking it up and down the sideline. And now they will throw it into Evan Reichert. Reichert looking to clear a little space, makes a move, bangs that off of one of the Bensalem Owls. Bensalem clears that out of play, and now the ball will dribble in harmlessly on Alihan Turkman.
Alihan Turkman knew right where he needed to be, where the ball got kicked.
Goalkeeper will let that one go with a powerful punt that goes over midfield. Taken there by Goldschmidt, and then push forward, but some physical contact, And Bensalem gets the free kick. Brendan Callahan sets the ball up. Short little pass up to Hunter Shea. That's rejected. And now Evan Reichard battling one-on-one. Bensalem clears and Hunter Shea at midfield.
Owls passing the ball around currently.
Callahan back to Shea. Shea trying to work it along that far sideline, but goes out of play. Last touch by the Falcons. Hunter Shea drops it off for Maloney. Maloney tries to send it in. Trevor Hart heads it right back out again.
Ball was in a dangerous area. Good job by Hart getting it out.
Maloney flicks it in. Tonray puts a shoulder into it, side of his head there. Bensalem trying to settle down. Their head coach telling them to relax, and now quickly Pennsbury trying to put it back in play, but they didn't realize they got some subs that want to come in, including Josh Rodriguez, Alvin Wang, and Reese Jones.
Those guys have been chomping at the bit to get in, been waiting there for a while.
They were trying that quick throw-in over there, trying to get Evan Reichard one-on-one with a defender. But the whistle blows. Pennsbury with some fresh bodies. Yeah, I think we have seen more frequent substitution on the Pennsbury side here today, so maybe they'll be fresher as we get later in this afternoon's game, and who knows, could be headed to overtime. Right now, even at 2-2, these teams played to a double overtime game earlier in this 2020 season. Bensalem getting the 3-2 win.
The fact that they're getting subs in could be crucial, considering Bensalem has a red card called against them right now.
Played out of bounds by Alvin Wang. Yeah, advantage should go to the Falcons with an extra player on the pitch. Nice little flick there to Reichard. Reichard going at it with Maloney, and Maloney will shield him off and get it over towards the goaltender. Whistle and a foul on Pennsbury.
Turkman tried to get the ball. Fortunately, the whistle was called.
So Maloney will get us going again. Matthew Core in front of us with the ball. Core looking for somebody there. A lot of black jerseys, though. Falcons outnumbering Bensalem, and now Josh Rodriguez will try to work it up the pitch, but Brendan Callahan is there. He'll send it out of bounds. Quick throw in. Trying to get it to Haig, but Callahan is there.
Ball back on Pennsbury's side once again now.
Johnny Groves had it momentarily for Bensalem. And now player to the pitch, and whistle called on Tom Kimmel. He's got one of 2 goals for Bensalem today. Trevor Hart for Pennsbury surveying the field, looking for Reichard. Goes over his head and off of Maloney's. Hunter Shea will hold it momentarily, tries to get it up to Kimmel. Pennsbury sends it out.
Bensalem going to look to put the pressure back on.
Jeremy DePinto out for them. Callahan puts it back in play. Chris Russo battling with Alvin Wang, and Wang is going to get called for the trip. And so a free kick chance coming up for the Owls. Bensalem's second goal from Hunter Shea coming off of a penalty kick. And big chance for them here with one of their players already receiving a red card. And we're getting kind of late here in this second half. Flipped up towards the net, off ahead towards Michael Cassie, and he makes the save.
Bensalem can get a goal on a chance like that. They may be able to hold out for the rest of the game, even with the extra player.
Reese Jones plays it for Pennsbury. Settles it down over to Rodriguez. Rodriguez up to Haig. Haig streaking down. He's looking for the hat trick. He's already got 2. Over to Eric Morrow. Morrow battling for it, but it's Bensalem taking possession. Now Tonray over to Medness.
Haig and Morrow were right there, but there were too many white jerseys around them. Pennsbury trying to get some pressure again.
Medness up to Sigler. Looked like Evan Reichard almost would have liked to see him pull the trigger right there, trying to get a closer shot. Here's Haig. Haig out to Morrow. Morrow trying to cross it. Gets it in front, and it's taken there by Turkman. Alihan Turkman will walk it up.
I think there was a black jersey there trying to get the shot off, but not able to get there in time.
Off of the head of Groves. Pennsbury, though, they'll get it forward to Jaden Haig. Haig tripped up. And the last going to move it back about 5 meters or so from there.
Pennsbury with a free kick opportunity.
Getting down to around the 10-minute mark. Sent forward. Here's Jones. Looked like Jones couldn't quite get that one on his foot for a good shot. Now sent forward, but offside's called. Pennsbury behind the defense this time.
Coach Stoddard not happy with the call.
Alihan Turkman sends all the Owls up the field. And he lets it go. Squirts forward up to Chris Russo.
Good kick by Turkman, but goes out.
Pennsbury sends it out of play. Now they can get defense back, as it's going to be Kyle Maloney. Maloney has that long throw in. Airs this one out. Off of Pennsbury head. High in the air. Off of Bensalem Owl. Trying to turn for the kick was Groves, but he couldn't get the shot off. Up the field to Reichard.
Maloney tried to put the ball on the opposite side to set up the kick. Almost was able to pull it off.
So Reichard gets the Owls to send it out of play. Haig throws it in to Alvin. Wang can't control, and here come the Owls. Wang giving chase right there, but Bensalem with the speed and now turning on the brakes. Turning with the ball. Out in front and cleared. Rodriguez sends it forward to Haig. Haig trying to get it all the way up to Eric Morrow, but he couldn't quite get it there. Owls now weaving through the defense. Here's Groves. Groves is turned away. Sending it forward, looking for a streaking Evan Reichard, but a little bit too far and easily handled by the goaltender Turkman.
Turkman doing a good job getting there. There weren't any defensemen around him.
Shea flicks it over to Callahan, but Callahan can't control it, goes out of bounds, and Pennsbury with some more fresh bodies out there. Colby Goldschmidt with Patton now joining the action. Goldschmidt, Patton, and Summer. Patton with it on his foot, gets it over to Trevor Hart. Over to Rodriguez. Rodriguez back to Patton. Pennsbury given space here.
Pennsbury playing a little keep away between a few of their players.
Until they get it to Haig, and then Haig nearly has it taken away. Haig again on the far sideline, gets it swept out of bounds. Quickly gets it in play. Rodriguez with it. Rodriguez back to Haig. Now Goldschmidt. Falcons passing it around, but the Owls steal it. Back defensively for Pennsbury is Tonray. He is solid as a rock back there. Summer takes over. Up to Reichard. Quick flick onto Patton's foot, and now racing is Eric Morrow, but he's not going to beat Turkman to the ball. Another good save by Alihan Turkman. Bensalem, they'll use both their goalkeepers. Pennsbury pretty much going with Michael Cassie. And today it was Alihan Turkman getting the call. Turkman called by second-year head coach Rob Brown. Rodriguez moves it forward. Now Jaden Haig tries to split defenders, and he's turned away. Patton flicks it over to the far sideline. Now out in front, off the top crossbar, Evan Reichard nearly had the go-ahead goal for Pennsbury.
Evan Reichard tried to head it in, just too much on it. Almost had it right there.
Wow. We've seen some great stuff here, a penalty kick goal. The second Jaden Haig goal was amazing. It went from post to post and finally in the net.
That crossbar worked with Haig when he hit his goal. Didn't work out the same for Reichard, though.
Summer over to Rodriguez. Now Reese Jones with it. Jaden Haig trying to make something happen.
Falcons are trying
Haig to Goldschmidt, who crosses it, but goes up over the crossbar and out of play.
Falcons trying to put some extra pressure on after that first shot.
On for Pennsbury comes Medness, as he'll enter for Josh Rodriguez. Under 5 minutes to go, 2-2 game. Alihan Turkman, a little too much air under that one, and the wind knocks it down. Summer heads it to Patton. Now Reichard between a couple of defenders. Outnumbered, and here's Trevor Hart. Hart puts it high in the air. Sent forward to Russo.
Good kick by Maloney, nice pass.
Russo working around a defender, crosses it in front, and then it goes out of bounds. Michael Cassie looked like it went off of him last. I didn't see the official decision. Are we looking at a goal kick? No, excuse me, corner.
3 quick shots by both teams. 2 of them pretty close.
So Hunter Shea will take the corner for Bensalem. Here at Pennsbury, you can see how he's a little bit down the hill. That makes it a little bit tougher from this spot. Sends it out in front, headed high over the crossbar and wide by Chris Russo.
Good setup, though, despite being down the hill on that corner kick.
Reichard will come off for Snedeker.
Good kick by Casey. Let's see.
Snedeker flicks it off of Casey's nice kick. Here's Jaden Haig. Haig gets it back, streaks forward. 2 defenders there with him. Comes away with it. And now it looks like he's knocked down, and there is a whistle, and I think that's inside the box.
Snedeker tried to make something.
No, excuse me, that is going to be just outside, so no penalty kick, but this is going to be a good chance here for the Pennsbury Falcons, as this is late in the game this afternoon. 2-2 is our score. And looks like they're going to send Summer over to take the kick. They want to get a little air under it, maybe get Evan Reichard to head this one, and it's headed out by Bensalem. Headed out, but a corner now on the other side of the pitch for Pennsbury.
Owls, though, avoiding danger for the moment.
Eric Morrow will take it from here. Pennsbury moving around, and this time the corner kick wraps around the goal and goes out of bounds. A goal kick for Bensalem.
Turkman gets it out quickly.
Under 2 minutes remaining in regulation. 2-2 our score. A battle of the birds, the Owls and the Falcons here today. Reese Jones up the field now for Pennsbury. Gets it to Eric Morrow. Morrow trying to cross it, but too much on that one. Looking for Haig on that far side of the field. Coming way out is Ali Turkman. He's out of the net right now. He's able to get back. Jaden Haig making a nifty move, trying to get this one out in front. He does, and a save made. Snedeker with the shot, and Alihan Turkman
with the
keeps
diving
this one
save.
tie. Wow.
Heck of a play by Alihan Turkman.
Yeah, that one was the best save of the afternoon. Trevor Hart takes the throw in just in front of us. Eric Morrow off his foot. He's going to be able to keep that one in play down there near the corner. No, he won't. Looked like he could have stopped it, but goal kick coming up for Bensalem.
Owl was right there on top of Morrow. I thought he was going to get out of there for a second too, but didn't happen.
What a chance for Snedeker. What a save from Alihan Turkman to keep us tied up. Turkman sends that one high. Kimmel goes up, and that's the end of regulation. 2-2 our score.
These teams have got 20 minutes and 2 overtimes to work with. They needed close to all of it last time.
Chris Russo will bring it up for Bensalem. Bensalem around Morrow, back to Russo. Russo taking off. Here's Evan Reichard. Reichard trying to send that one through for Jaden Haig, but a little too much on that ball.
Alihan Turkman able to race out there, get the ball to a defender.
Turkman drops it off, and it's headed out by Tonray. Now Medness sends it high in the air.
Couple of headbutts keeping the ball up.
Off of Goldschmidt, Medness over Hunter Shea's head. Tonray Pennsbury with possession, but they keep moving further back into their own end right now. Tonray passing it back and forth. Here's Trevor Hart. Hart over to Summer. Falcons looking to explore this near sideline. Summer tries to squeeze it through to Haig. It's rejected, but Summer is the first to get to it. Good job to follow that one up.
Pennsbury had a lot
Rodriguez shoots high over the crossbar.
Pennsbury had a lot of late pressure at the end of regulation, trying to keep it up here in overtime.
Not a bad idea there from Alex Rodriguez. Saw he had the shot, pulled the trigger, but couldn't keep that one down.
Turkman's been able to go high, though, for a couple saves.
Alihan Turkman's kick is handled by Goldschmidt, who gets it up to Jaden Haig. Haig over to Rodriguez. Gets it back from Reichard. Now Morrow and Summer will trade spots. Summer tries to walk it in. Rejected by the Owls. Here's Chris Russo. Up to Kimmel.
Bensalem working it up the field.
Hunter Shea tries to adjust to the ball, but it's taken there by Pennsbury. Reese Jones with it momentarily. And now up the field to Evan Reichard. Reichard trying to give it over to Rodriguez. Too many moves, and it's Bensalem taking over. Medness over to Morrow. Morrow looking upfield, gives it to Rodriguez. Flicked forward, here's Jaden Haig. Haig looked like he was tripped, and there is a late whistle.
Thought the refs might take exception to that one. Gets called a little bit late, though.
So here in overtime, 2-2 the score, and Pennsbury with a free kick. Bit of a ways out, but they are going with the wind. Trevor Hart will set it up.
All their offensive guys getting set up currently.
They set it up, get it over to Goldschmidt, but the Owls were there to sniff that one out. And they squeeze it up that far sideline. Ends up going out of play off of Pennsbury. Owls push it forward, goes out of bounds. Here's Goldschmidt. Throwing it in for Pennsbury. Rodriguez moving it up.
Pennsbury trying to get it back to their side once again. Defense just sniffs it out, though.
They send it in there towards Matthew Core, and he rejects that one for the Owls. Reichard with a quick tap to Jones. Jones over to Goldschmidt on the far sideline. Up to Haig. Haig puts on the brakes, loses his footing, back up on his feet again. Working against two defenders, tries to split them. Now around the end, will send this one out in front, but Alihan Turkman there to gobble it up. Couldn't really get the angle. He got down a little bit too low. Haig, though, doing some major work here today. 2 goals already for Pennsbury. Goldschmidt plays it and controls. Over to Hart. Pennsbury with the edge in possession here in overtime. And just as I say that, the Owls take over, taking it away from Reichard. Up the field, nice job rejecting that one. Trevor Hart sends that one out. Kimmel tries to send it right back in. No dice, and then Rodriguez will share it with Goldschmidt. Goldschmidt back to Alex Rodriguez. Rodriguez keeps it in bounds.
Been a lot of back and forth here after regulation.
Around a couple of guys, Pennsbury with numbers, and Jaden Haig is tripped up again.
If I had to pick a team that's gotten more pressure, I would say Pennsbury, but maybe just a little bit.
Feels like they've had the edge in at least time of possession, if not quality chances in this overtime.
Well, if Alihan Turkman can save the ball like he was doing at the end of the game, it might be hard to get that last goal.
Here's Summer, sends it down low, in on Turkman, and he's there to save that one.
Low punt by Turkman.
Looking for Hunter Shea, and he's got him. Shea to Kimmel. Kimmel trying to use the body to create some space.
Did so successfully.
Upfield to Russo. Russo to Hunter Shea. Shea racing for it, trying to cross it out in front, but it's cleared by Trevor Hart. Cleared but not out. Play goes on over there on the far side of the field. Bensalem will send that one in on net, bouncing on Michael Cassie, and he's got the save. Morrow taken off the ball by Core momentarily. Now he's got it back. And Core called for pulling Morrow down to the pitch. So Pennsbury will kick it away down to around the 3-minute mark in overtime number 1. Falcons move to the far side of the field there.
They passed it.
Goldschmidt flicking it up to Reese Jones.
They passed it a lot in the goal. They do get it back out now, though.
Jones over to Morrow. Morrow with room to work. Not for long, though, as he's pursued vigorously. 2 defenders over there. Works it forward, but he can't beat Matthew Core. Matthew Core ultimately going to be pulled down, and contact there, and it's Bensalem with the free kick. Nice to see some fans over there on the far side of the field. Pennsbury today allowing their home fans to attend, but still observing some restrictions, and so unfortunately none of the Bensalem visiting fans are able to be here at Pennsbury, but hopefully you're able to be with us on the WBCB Sports Network enjoying the game.
Fans have definitely been hard to come by during the pandemic, so we got to thank everybody who does come out.
Tonray with the kick over to Summer. Summer with space. He'll lift that towards the net, and it's in! Jaden Haig with the hat trick. An amazing goal. And Pennsbury gets the overtime victory, 3-2. Haig able to flash right in front of the goal mouth as that ball was sent in by his teammate, and with a leaping effort, he sends that one into the back of the net. He's got the hat trick today, 3 goals for Jaden Haig, and the Pennsbury Falcons get the overtime victory.